5. The planet of communication is Mercury. Let me look this up because I know that I'm stuck in the toxic patterns of Mercury, of Aries and Mercury. Mercury over here, Mercury and Aries. Mercury and Aries natives are assertive and forceful with a direct style of communication. Yes, I understand this about myself. Actually, let me welcome Source. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of this reading, every cell of this channel, every cell of my life, and I thank you for your presence. May you humble me when I need to be humbled. May I be open to hearing and seeing your perspective of things. May I be open and willing to learn and grow. May you humble me when I am stuck in my own set perceptions of things and I'm not willing to open my eyes. I ask you to humble me, ask you to guide me, lead me, and also I ask you to keep my mind open, keep my heart open to viewing perspectives from other eyeballs. Do not mind the hair today. Hi. May you guide and lead these messages today. Thank you. Okay, let me read this. Mercury and Aries natives are assertive and forceful with a direct style of communication. They have impatient minds, sometimes glossing over details. They often come across as more combative than they actually feel, which is actually so true. So I understand that I am living right now. I know my Aries my communication is in Aries. And I understand I'm living from more toxic patterns in communication than I want to be. And this exactly describes, I am a Pisces sun sign, but my communication, it falls into Aries. However, childlike innocence and charm infuse their speech, helping to temper their aggressiveness. I understand my communication is very aggressive, and I'm trying to figure out if I can evolve this, or if I was like born in this placement and I kind of have to deal with it. I'm trying to figure out if I can evolve it, because I am kind of frustrated with myself, because I very much, like it says, they have impatient minds, sometimes glossing over details. They often come across as more combative than they actually feel. And that's exactly how I'm feeling about my communication. It's really frustrating. Hi. Hi. If you guys have questions about yourself and you know the time that you were born, we can get into it with astrology. The sun sign represents, so that's like what everybody knows. So like my sun sign is Pisces, and that describes yourself, your main concerns, and vitality in life. Then we have the moon sign. It describes your emotions, your instincts, and your habits. Mercury, what we're talking about right now, describes your communication, intellect, and reason. Venus describes love, beauty, art. Mars describes actions, desires, aggression. Jupiter describes expansion, optimism, abundance. Basically, you are not just your sun sign. You have your whole chart, and yeah. But right now we're talking about communication. And I'm mostly reading this for myself, because I'm frustrated with the way that I communicate, and I know that I want to change it. I'm just not sure how to. I'm talented at initiating projects and self-promotion. They're often drawn to business and entrepreneurialism. They only have to work on developing follow through, as they tend to enjoy starting things more than finishing. Well, can you tell me how to evolve this? How do I evolve it? Well, let's read Mercury. Maybe it'll tell us something. The planet Mercury rules the mind, communication, and intellect. Our Mercury sign indicates how we speak, learn, write, and reason, describing... Thanks for your service, firefighters. And every time we see a cop, we're like, just recently, did you know that just recently, 46%, there has been a tally or whatever the heck you call it, but 46% of police have been involved in SA cases of children. 46% of the police on this land have been involved in an SA case of a child. Huh? Oh, what did I just hear? What the fuck? Anyways, back to this. Describing our analytic minds, the position of Mercury in our chart tells us how we exchange ideas, assimilate information. Ruling our curiosity and interest, it can also point to the subjects we are likely to study. Mercury in Aries? Since Mercury rules speech, it can even predict the sounds of our voices. Wait here a second. As we peel back the layers of who we are, we arrive at... I'm going back to the introduction. I'm trying to figure out, basically, my communication is in Aries, and I understand that I'm in a more toxic Aries communication, and I am trying to learn how I can evolve that. Or are we just like born in set placements and we can't do anything about it? We're just meant to deal with it, because I'm really frustrated with the fact that my communication is very aggressive, and honestly, well, because sometimes I have a hard time getting things out, and so I let emotions build up, and because my communication is in Aries, it kind of just goes rah, and I'm like, I could have done that better. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Oh, Hill, wow. Hi. Hi, Jevtek. Hi, Haniel. Hi, Garg. Hi, Tarek. Hi, G. Zer. From Morocco, hi. That's a far way away from here. Nocti, you don't get to have an opinion if you have tattoos on your face. I hope you get essayed. Hey, you gotta face yourself in the end. What is that? Harassment and bullying? What is that? Hate speech? It's harassment and bullying. Oh my gosh. Buddy, you gotta face yourself in the end. I have to face how strong I was having to deal with these types of messages. It's two different stories, buddy. Okay. Bitch, you're probably the one that's trying to... Did you guys know that the government is trying to pass a law where women can't vote anymore? Did you guys know that? Also, they're trying to legalize a 14-year-old getting married. Did you know that our government is trying to pass a law where a 14-year-old can legally get married? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, hell nah, bitch. I am not staying quiet about this. Okay. Hi, Dragon. You said toilet? What's a skibidi? Oh. Okay. Dragon is a bitch, too. I don't even know. What the hell? Okay, so the thing is, I act how I would want people to act towards me. So when, I'm going to share a story really quick. There's a traveler, which I didn't have to say anything. I could have went on my way, but there's a very, very long backstory of why the heck I even said anything. But to say that, anyways, moving forward. I kind of was mean to this person that is supporting brands that hide user. I kind of said something mean to somebody that is supporting brands that are supporting the genocide in Palestine, and that's one of the reasons that I'm trying to evolve this communication, because I'm realizing how mean I can be, how Aries I can be in my communication, and it's really frustrating. But if I was supporting goddamn brands that are literally funding a genocide, and one of you guys came in here and you were like, bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? I know I didn't just hear you support a goddamn brand that is supporting genocide, bitch. If one of you guys came in here and said that to me, I would accept that, because you guys would be pointing me in the right direction. So, I'm trying to evolve the way I say things, but I'm not going to take them back. Am I from New Zealand? I am not from New Zealand, but I heard that New Zealand is, their government is actually really nice. I mean, they care about their people. I always say this on this channel, I hate the name of the land that I live on, just because the title of this land was built upon the slavery of the black community, the genocide of the indigenous that lived here, and I hate the title. Also, did you guys know that they put Japanese into concentration camps too on this land? Anyways, we can get into all this stuff, but what do I even call this land? What do I call USA? Because I fucking hate that. I hate saying that. I hate it. Because that foundation, that name was built by people, by white supremacists that said it was okay to have black slaves, that said it was okay to genocide the indigenous that lived on this land, that said it was okay to displace them. But anyways, I heard New Zealand government actually loves its people. It cares about its people. Is Jason an Israel supporter? Because, bitch, you're out of here. They said hi, but their name is Israel. Ugh. We do not accept you here. And I'm gonna be loud about it. Zora said, you are so younger, you're only a kid. I get that a lot. Sometimes people don't even take my ID. They're like, this is fake. I'm like, what? I get that a lot. Oops. Well, Jason is actually having a good conversation in here. I'm not sure if you support Israel or not. I hope that your name is just a coincidence. Because you're having like a decent conversation up in there. It's like actually decent. And Zer said I put a like for you. Thank you, Zer. I appreciate it. We're gonna get into the reading. This is a tarot channel. I'm trying to get into the reading, but I was kind of reading the astrology book for a little bit, but I did not learn anything. I already read this book. This book is actually very helpful if you're a beginner. I would very much recommend it. If you're just trying to like figure out your placements, what they mean, you're gonna find it very interesting. But I need to get myself a more in-depth book because this is very beginning. I want to learn how to evolve my traits, or what I was born with. Jason said language skills are very difficult for me too. It's something you have to be aware of and work on your entire life. It's very frustrating, isn't it? It's extremely frustrating because you're like in patterns that you're used to, and getting out of those patterns is not always easy. They said they're not an Israel supporter. I'm grateful. I do agree, Jason. Same thing happened on every land base. This universe is crazy. The history is actually insane. How much slaughter, how much murder there was is insane. But I'm grateful that this place has evolved into a place where people are now saying, no, bitch, that's not okay. We're not going to allow you to slaughter a country just because you want their land. But I do agree, that's the history of this place. If somebody wanted land, they would go and slaughter the people and take the land. I do agree with that. But I am grateful also how much evolution this place has gone through to get us to this place where people are feeling, I don't know, more confident or feeling more aware. I'm not sure, but people are standing up against it, and I'm grateful for it. Jason said you should read what the New Zealand government did to Murray. It's probably awful, isn't it? I know that all governments have done terrible things. But why I said I heard New Zealand is cares about its people is because you guys have health insurance, and like I heard something like that. The government over here is literally taking people's health insurance away. It's cutting off health insurance. It doesn't care about its people at all. It's putting the goddamn Hispanic community into a slave-based environment. They're trying to enslave the Hispanic community. What the fuck? They're literally abducting the Hispanic community off of the streets and putting them into a slave-based environment. Huh? What the fuck? Carson said, please tell me that's pen ink. Natalie, are you an adult? Do you just come into people's lives and make fun of how they look? That's the only thing you can do, is make fun of how people look? Wow, impressive. You're an adult? Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing. You're gonna have to face yourself in the end. Landon said, hi. Hi. New video said, amazing tarots. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're very childish, but it's a part of who I am. It's a part of how I express myself. And I love them. So thank you for not coming in here and just bullying me for the way that I look. Jeez. I appreciate a new video. Bing. Celebrity Nostalgic said it's 10 p.m. here in India, while daytime there. Isn't that amazing? The world is spinning in a circle while it's floating in infinite it's just floating, and it has no roof. What the heck? How does this spaceship have no roof? No roof? And we're just floating? And it's just spinning while it's floating and it's flying through infinite space. What the heck? No roof on our spaceship. And we're just floating. And actually, do you guys realize that most of us either stand horizontal and or we're like this? We're upside down? Do you guys even realize that? We're not standing upright on this planet. We're not. If you think like, well, unless you're like on the top, and is that Antarctica? Unless you're standing in Antarctica, you are standing horizontal. You are standing horizontal. You are not standing upright how you think you are. Isn't that incredible? What the heck? The artist Rose said, humanity has maybe another good 15 years max with the way we are headed now. I know, they're trying to make a 14-year-old. They're trying to make it so that a 14-year-old can marry legally. The government is trying to pass a law making it so that a 14-year-old can legally get married. What the fuck? What the fuck? Also, they're trying to pass a law saying that LGBTQ community can't be no more. What? How many people had to fight for this and now you're trying to go back? Bitch. No. They're trying to make a law. They're trying to pass a law so that women cannot vote no more. And they have to stand under a goddamn man. Bitch. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Women, life, freedom. Am I right? Jason said, yeah, I want health insurance. And trust me, there's good and bad in everything. There's good masculines out there. I used to say, I hate men. But I've seen so many good-hearted masculines. I will not say I hate all men, because there's good and bad in everything. And I've seen some nasty feminines too. Good and bad in everything. Steve Gamer said, hi. Hi. Said from Greece. Wow, you're all the way on the other side of this planet. How'd you get here? Oh, how'd you get here? Contact lenses? No, I don't wear I'm actually terrified. I have never tried to put contact lenses in. I don't think I'll ever be able to, Kara. I don't think I will ever be able to. They're so scary. I don't know how people just put their finger onto their eyeball and I don't know. It hurts. Sirkin said, can we donate for more tattoos? Well, eventually I'll want to get more tattoos. You can save up your money, and if we ever have donations, then you can do whatever you want to do. But for now, I'm kind of just, this channel is for free. I'm serving my community for free. I'm building my community and serving you guys, not expecting anything in return, but you being a kind human being. Steve said, do you like Greek pasta? Pasta? I'm not sure. I've never tried it. Sirkin said, don't cry. Russell came in here with no original thoughts. I'm just gonna hide them because I don't like religion, but you guys, everybody can say what they want. You guys can say what you want to say, but you're gonna have to face yourself in the end, and just keep that in mind. Okay, on to the reading. Let's see what energy we have. Just a quick little poll. Hey, everybody can say what they want to say. You just gotta face yourself in the end. Make sure that you say things that you're not gonna be ashamed or embarrassed about. And make sure you don't embarrass your friends and family. Wow, look at these adults. Look at these, I'm embarrassed. Look at these adults coming into somebody's lives and bullying right off the bat. Look at all these adults. Oh my gosh, so embarrassing. You gotta face yourself in the end. You gotta face yourself in the end. Wow, these adults are embarrassing. Hi, Kaden. They said, do you have kids? And no, I have a fur baby. I do not want kids just because I can fucking grow a human doesn't mean I fucking want to. I am never growing a human. If anything, I think that there's so many children with no parents, nobody to provide for them already, that I don't want to bring any more souls onto this planet until all those children get provided for. All those children feel love. That's my viewpoint. I don't ever want to have children. If I could get my eggs removed, I would get my eggs removed. There's so many children out here that don't have anybody to provide for them or give them love, that it's like I would feel ashamed of myself, kind of. Well, obviously, like if you want to bring a human into this planet, do whatever you want to do, but it's just not my thing. But you want to do it, you do it. Ricky's conspiracy says, new here. Hi. Hi. Kira says, I'm gonna start shuffling my cards. I've had crazy psychedelic experiences, like being in space and living other lives. Sounds like fun, huh? Psychedelic experiences. Sounds like fun. Art says, I like your facings. Thank you, Art. Thank you for coming in here and being kind. Oh, you pretty heart, baby. You guys are pretty heart babies. Ricky's conspiracy said, fresh tats and nose ring, love the South. Thank you, Ricky. Pretty heart, baby. Thank you for coming in here and not bullying me. Thank you for coming in here being kind. I appreciate it. Matthew, because we're all unique and we can choose what we want to do, and you should not judge a book by its cover. You should not judge a human by what they look like. Haven't you been taught? Did you not have a mother? Did you not have anybody decent in your life to teach you how to treat others, or how to interact with others, or how to... Are you an adult? That's embarrassing. Peter says, is your ink real? Yes, it is. First card out, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Shivani said, leave her alone, trying to tell her to have kids if she does not have what she needs to care for that child. If somebody doesn't want to have kids, they don't have to have kids at all. If somebody doesn't want to goddamn do anything, they don't have to do. I don't know. I can't tell if that comment, if you're like making fun of me because you think I'm not. I don't know. I can't tell if Shavina is making fun of me or not. I can't tell. You're gonna have to tell me. Vader said, I like it. Ricky said, looks good. Pretty with or without. And honestly, don't let nobody bring you down. I agree. Don't let anybody bring you down. Especially if they're making fun of how you look. That is absolutely unacceptable. Oh, we're having lots of earth signs come out though. Sir said, thank you very much for your kindness. Wish you all the best. Thank you. And right back at you. We have the Four of Cups. I'm going to get some clarifiers, but we are going from a very much stable energy. We have, in the past, we have the Nine of Pentacles, current Queen of Pentacles, future Four of Cups. But your past and your now energy, your current energy are very, very stable. Especially financially and knowing who you are in this planet, knowing what you stand for. You're very grounded. You're not somebody who is going to be easily, you're not a pushover. You're not somebody who is easily going to listen to what others have to say or fall for what others have to say. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Four of Swords. Okay, Shavina was not making fun of me. Zer is asking how old I am. I am 27. I'm like, wait, how old am I? I am 27. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Page of Swords. Shavina said, no, I'm not being mean. I'm saying most of us aren't ready. And I agree with that. That's a lot of responsibility. Having a child is a lot of responsibility. We have the King of Pentacles clarifying the Four of Cups. You're either a sun sign, earth sign, or you have very, very prominent earth placements in your chart. There's a lot of earth out here. The Nine of Pentacles clarified by the Nine of Swords in your past. Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Swords in your current. And the Four of Cups clarified by the King of Pentacles in your future. like your past energy, what this energy is giving off, almost feels like you've been working on your finances for a while, or you've been putting in lots of work for your financial situation. I even want to say it's like almost daily, maybe even work like 7 days a week or something. But it almost, with the Nine of Swords clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, it almost feels like this was not enough. I'm gonna open and pray windows, it's a little bit hot. Or how much work you were putting in was not enough. Your past energy is very much giving that you were worried about your financial situation. Very stressed. Maybe you even cried about it, or I want to even say fell into almost like a depression. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles talks all about hard work, putting in the work, getting up every day. But clarified by the Nine of Swords, something was just not adding up for you. I don't know if you have a lot of responsibilities on your plate. Oh, we kind of parked in the wrong spot. It's kind of loud out here because there's lots of traffic. But what I'm feeling is that you were not having enough money. You were putting in so much work. You were going to work every single day. But it was still not enough. Which is kind of what most of people on this land, at least, are facing right now. I don't know if your government is not being the kindest to its people or not. In current energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. I do want to say you are looking to invest into new things. You are almost maybe even trying to get new financial outlets, new financial gateways opened, not just having whatever you were working on here. The Nine of Swords may also be the fact that you're so overwhelmed, the fact that you have to add even more work onto your plate, even more responsibility onto your plate with the work that you were putting in not being enough. You're carrying a very heavy burden right now. I don't know if you have people that you need to support. I don't know if you have extra people, or if it's just your bills, your own financial needs, your own necessities. Maybe you even have animals that you take care of. And animal bills, they get very expensive, especially older animals or animals that didn't really get the care growing up. Vader says, live your life for you, not anybody else. I very much agree. Says, looks gloomy where you're at. Yes, it is the first. I'm so sad. Summer went by so fast. I was not ready. Steve Gamer says, hi again. Hi. Showing me love in there. Oh, thank you. Says, come to Greece. Greece actually sounds, well, how's your government? Do you guys stand up for Palestine over there? If I would love to travel to all the countries that supported Palestine through all of this going on. And if you do, I would be more than happy to spend my money to visit Greece. Zara said, I've already subbed and liked. Wish you all the best. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Wow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Steve Gaver says, come Greece. Come to Greece. Patience is key, buddy. Patience is key. Dan Y says, hi. Ooh, hi. DJ, are you an adult? Because if you're an adult, I'm embarrassed. If you're a kid, I'm embarrassed of your mom. We do not come into somebody's life and bully them for their physical appearance. That is one thing that we do not do. Okay. In your current energy, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. I do want to say that you've had responsibility for a majority of your life with how much earth there is out here. You've had to deal with responsibility your whole life. You've had to, I'm feeling like maybe even dropped out of high school to help provide for your family, help with the finances, with the money. I'm feeling like you've been working majority of your life. And I even want to say, maybe you've even watched like the people around you be able to do this and that, or hang out with their friends, go out with their friends, be able to spend extra money, but you were always kind of stuck working. You do feel like you provide, the energy is very much giving off, you provide for people. You may even have like a place in community. Maybe you have younger siblings that didn't really have, maybe you didn't have like your parents around very much, and you have younger siblings that you need to take care of. I don't know, I'm just feeling an energy where from a very young age you had lots of responsibilities put onto your plate. Oh, from your current energy, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, it almost feels like you're trying to start something that you really love. Something that maybe you've always wanted to do. Maybe it's like a little small business. Maybe it's something that you've always had an interest in doing. And again, this has to do with like service to the community, product to the community. It has to do with like money, the trade of money. The Queen of Pentacles, I am trying to mix traditional meaning with my own intuitive. The traditional meaning says an upright Queen of Pentacles is a precaution to avoid any misaligned investments. But it also says they seek to teach you to be independent and wise. This card represents nurture, comfort, and stability. Oh, this actually might even be relating to the people that you provide for. It almost feels like something on the lines of the people that you provide for want to do. They're also unique individuals. They want to explore the earth. They want to be able to do the things that they want to do. And it almost feels like you're trying to figure out how to allow that to happen, but also maybe like make money in the process as well. You are a very, very, very financially oriented person. You like to be financially stable. You need to be financially stable. That's your biggest focus in your life, is being financially stable, having enough financially, regardless of situation. You possibly have lots of savings. You're always adding into savings. Right. The current energy is almost like, it feels like you're trying to think of a way how to integrate family activities and or fun activities with finances. Whether you're like trying to document or make it fun. I have a feeling that you're not sure yourself. You're not sure what you want to do yourself. I also do feel like you're trying to be a very financially responsible guardian, but also you're trying to allow the travelers that you're taking care of to have their freedom. It's like you want to almost like embed them with financial security while also allowing them to explore their interest in this life. In your future, we have the Four of Cups clarified by the King of Pentacles. Oh, since you are coming out as the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who is very... You're like the mother walrus to the baby walruses. You're like, you're in a very much feminine energy where you're taking care of people, where you're providing for people. In your future, with the King of Pentacles, the Four of Cups coming out, it almost feels like there's somebody who wants to help you. There's somebody who is also very, very financially oriented. They as well may have earth signs. They may... This doesn't even have to be... This does not have to be love. Let me just say that. It actually more feels like business, more let's focus on the money type thing. I do see you, with the Four of Cups, I do see you kind of pushing this offer away because you are very independent, because it's been ingrained in you from your childhood to be independent, to get your own money, to not rely on anybody, but do it yourself. With the Four of Cups, you are very reluctant to let this person in. But I will say, this person is coming with a very money-oriented energy. Very money-oriented energy. They see you have, I want to say they almost like are interested in what you do with for money, what you do regarding your money. They also just may appreciate you as a person. They may see the people that you take care of. They may see you having all these responsibilities. They almost look up to you. I want to say they're coming towards you with a very equal perspective of you guys. And it's in no way, shape, or form disrespecting you or anything. They actually have a lot of respect for you. I want to even say, I don't know whether right off the bat you are going to be letting this person into your space, if you're going to be allowing them into your space. But regardless, it almost feels like this person is going to be a very important... But then again, it's up to you, because you could very much choose the route of not letting this person in, of completely ignoring them, just because you already have so much things on your plate. But I do want to say that they feel very reliable, they feel very grounded, they feel very much aligned with you. I would say give it a shot, give it a chance. I think you can find lots of growth for yourself, for your finances. You could, again, connections always reflect to us. You may pick up on good patterns that this person has. This person does feel less... It feels like they have... I don't want to say less. It feels like they have very different, drastically different burdens than you. Drastically different things that they're looking after. I don't want to say that. I almost want to say that it feels like they are more building a business independently. They don't have family. They're not looking after anybody. But looking at you having all these responsibilities on top of your finances, I just want to say this person really, really respects you. They really, really look up to you. Like, even though they have successfully achieved finances, they're looking at you and they're like, God damn, you successfully achieved finances while you had all of this on your plate. Damn, I want to learn from you. It's like almost like they know that they could. I don't even know if maybe they're coming in to help you. Maybe they want to like help fund some of the things that you got going on. Maybe they want to. I'm not sure what it is. But they also want to learn from you. This person is not coming, like I said earlier, it's very equal. This person is not coming in saying, oh, I'm so much better than you, you can only learn from me. No, this person is coming very equal. They're saying, hey, I can see you, and I can tell you right off the bat, I have lots of things to learn from you, but it's not even but. They're just like, I appreciate you as a human. I respect you as a human. I'm amazed with you as a human. But also, I do feel it's very much collaboration. I'm not even sure how to like describe it because I don't have financial earth signs in my chart. I don't think so. I already forgot what my placements are. From what I remember, I don't think. I don't know, they're bringing you some sort of offer. I can't describe it. I'm sorry. I will not be able to. Something having to do with finances, though. It's very financial oriented. Again, their appreciation of you with finances, but also of you in general. But with the Four of Cups coming out in the future, I don't know if you're going to be so willing to let this person in. But I do want to say with the Four of Cups being a very emotional card, a very kind of think about this more logically. It's going to be up to you to put your emotions to the side and think about it logically and let this person in based off of logic, based off of you kind of being overwhelmed with how many finances, logically having somebody who already has their finances together too to come in and to help you, that's very logical. But you may, from past either trauma, past beliefs, past something, decide off of emotion that you don't need anybody. You may be like, I got this on myself. I'm doing this independent because of past belief patterns that were instilled in you. But it would be very logical for you to let somebody who is also very financially oriented, who is also very concerned about their money or the stability of their money, very focused on being financially stable, I think it would be very logical to work with them. But we do have the tower on the bottom, so this may just be a lesson. You may realize you may not accept this person because you already have so much on your table, because you already have so much burdens. You're like, bitch, I don't got time for no other person in my life. It may just be a lesson where you realize, oh, I should have asked for help. Oh, this is too much for me, because humans are meant to depend on each other. We are not meant to be independent. We are meant to be part of communities. We are meant to help each other. The majority of us have been ingrained to be independent, to not ask for no help, to not depend on our communities for help. And you could very much use some of that help, I will just say. It is an hour in. I will be closing out this reading. Thank you everybody who stopped by. Thank you for everybody who has listened in. Thank you for everybody who left likes. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the pretty heart babies that stopped in. That did not bully me for my physical appearance. Ain't nobody on this earth is ugly. And if you make fun of somebody's physical appearance, I will say something about it. But other than that, I think we're out for today. And continue spreading awareness for Palestine. Got my little buddies over here. Got my little love sign over there. Got my sign over there. Got that. And here we go. Let my hair dry a little bit before I start serving my community. Ooh, gotta be service to the community. I never did learn if I can evolve this. As we peel back the layers of who we are, we arrive at the inner planets, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, also known as the personal planets. These celestial bodies orbit closest to Earth and represent the main facets of our basic personality, specifically our minds, our love, nature, and our drives. Mercury rules the mind, intellect, and communication. Venus rules our love natures, values, and creativity. And Mars rules our physical exertion, attractions, and sexuality. Where these planets fall reveals how we express these basic energies. Where these planets fall reveals how we express these basic energies. So can I not evolve this aspect of myself? I'm so frustrated. Because look, I understand. Look, there's this connection in my life. I'm not gonna go into details, and I don't even know if I can even describe it. But I need to learn how to communicate better. Hey, you make mistakes and you learn from them. Make all the mistakes, all of them. Where these planets fall reveals how we express these basic energies. Someone with Mercury in Gemini would be witty and intellectual, with an agile mind and strong ability to communicate. Venus in Libra reveals a proclivity for art and romance, a flirtatious and aesthetically sensitive soul. Mars in Leo indicates sexual confidence and playfulness, as well as the tendency to initiate creative projects. We are all beautifully intricate. Learning about our inner planets, we discover language to describe our everyday complexities and inconsistencies. For example, someone who seems serious and restrained upon first impression, Capricorn rising, could also feel pulled to pursue wild adventures and experiences, Sagittarius moon. Someone who draws in deep, mysterious souls, Scorpio Venus, could feel more attracted to witty intellectuals, Gemini Mars. Thus, we begin our journey of learning about the planets, beginning with the closest ones and work our way out. After learning about inner planets in this chapter, we will delve into the social and outer planets, which become increasingly more complex the further we move away from Earth. I'm not learning anything. I'm not learning if... What I want to learn is if I can evolve my Aries communication. I have learned nothing. Mercury, the mind and communication. The planet Mercury rules the mind, communication, and intellect. Our Mercury sign indicates how we speak, learn, write, and reason. Describing our analytical minds, the position of Mercury in our chart tells us how we exchange ideas, assimilate information. Ruling our curiosity and interest, it can also point to the subjects we are likely to study. Since Mercury rules speech, it can even predict the sounds of our voices. Are we adept storytellers, slow but careful learners, drawn to studying philosophy and religion, history and antiques? Do we speak forcibly or humbly? These are the types of questions our Mercury placement begins to answer. At its worst, Mercury can be fickle and superficial. Its innate curiosity leading to insatiability. Intellectual gifts can lose their connection with heart, turning into rationalization and speediness. At the best, Mercury is the messenger in the mirror, relaying information with clarity and precision, which connects us with one another. Mwah. Anyways, I have not learned if I can evolve my Mercury in Aries or not. So I'm just gonna be very scary in the way I communicate until I get a book and I learn. This book is very, very beginning. I am not learning if I can evolve my communication style. But that's it. Somebody just came in here, gave me a like and left. Whoever you are, thank you. I'm out of here though. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye. Bye everybody. Thank you for all the pretty heart babies and bye.